So
in
that's why you knew.
German.
Yeah.
She went back to German because originally Bielsko they spoke German.
German, yeah. Well, yeah.
So the woman was just sitting there, and it was 10 o'clock. I said to her, "Go to sleep." We had an intercom.
Yeah.
I will watch, and the intercom, and I'm in my bed and I hear my mother-in-law saying, "Wer sind Sie? Was wollen Sie?" You know, wer sind Sie? Was wollen Sie da? So I jump out of bed and I go into the room, and it's Ziggy sitting, you know, with his mother, and she's saying, "Was wollen Sie? Wer sind Sie?"
Oh, so she didn't recognize who
Ziggy.
he is.
So I walk over and I say, "Mamo, to Ziggy, to jest twój syn. Geniu, kto to jest?" She recognized me, and she didn't know him.
Yeah.
At 96, I think that my husband, if he had his sister, he would have killed her. What was this? She lived 6 months after this stupid
Surgery.
Then she got another episode, and then we took her back to Passaic, and the schmockter said, well, maybe we will have to do another one. And then my husband took this doctor on the side. He said, "If this was your mother, what would you do?" He said, "I would take her home
That's
and
right.
let her die."
That's right. But
So
how
he
do
said,
you
"So
let
why
her
are you
die?"
experimenting on my mother?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He said it was a mistake.
Yeah.
So my husband walked over to his sister.
One doctor said that
He
was.
said to his sister, he said, "If you touch mother again, I'm gonna have you arrested."
Yeah.
It takes me an hour and a half to come from.
Yeah.
Don't dare touch her again. You know what happened? She was in an intensive care unit.
Yeah.
By the time, intensive care unit, you have to come at certain
Time and only
they give you 15
immediate
minutes.
family.
Ziggy had a beard.
Yeah.
I don't know how it dawned on him. He walked over to the desk and he said, "I am the rabbi of Mrs. Litwok's congregation."
He wants to see her.
No, he says, "And I have the right to see her anytime I want to." They believed him. So now,
He looked maybe like a little.
anytime now when we came, I stood outside, of course, but he walked into his mother anytime he wanted.
Because he would have, they probably would
He
have
had a
let
kind
him
face.
as a son, immediate family. They should
No,
really
but they didn't.
let.
But as a rabbi of her congregation, they let him in. It was so, but 6 months she lived after the first. Such a stupid thing to do, to let 6.
Well, they should not at that age. It doesn't make sense even. It doesn't.
She was wonderful.
You know, I had an incident.